And as they were going, the official caught them, and there was a scuffle of some sort, and he fined them 15,000 naira.
There was even supposed to be a lockdown.
Yes,
yes, they went against the rule.
The rule. So she said they're actually willing to pay, but for some reason the man was a little bit maybe abusive and aggressive, and put his hands on the woman in question.
I think it was. It started by
pushing her down,
deflating the tires first. I think that was when the woman went like,
"Why would you deflate my tires? I'm going to pay you 15,000 naira, which is my penalty. Why would you not deflate my tires? You said I'm going to pay 15,000. Okay, I'll pay 15,000. Fine, but you're deflating my tires." And then from there, the man's reaction when she said, "No, this is abuse of power, blah blah blah," and she picked up the phone and she started recording. The man pushed her down. She actually fell, and from there, the man slapped. Because she kept following him to see if she could take a video of his face.
Of his face, yes.
And the man slapped her not once, twice. So I have issues with this video, lots of issues. First of all, it's an official, it's a government official, a local government official, works with the Ogun State government. You put your hands on a customer.
Oh, yes.
For me, it is not about it being a man
or a woman now.
Or a woman. First of all, you are not there to go physically assault the people that you are catching. You're there to enforce the law. Exactly. You break the rule, madam, respectfully, this is your penalty. This is when you get your car back. We're going to tow your vehicle, or we'll drive your vehicle to so place. You pay your penalty, you get your vehicle on so day, or we'll let you know when you're getting the vehicle. And that will be it. But you deflated all the tires, fine. The woman got, okay, I'm going to record you. And you pushed, he put his hands on her. And then he started slapping the woman.
It's very, very, very appalling, because I feel like most times in this part of the world, Nigeria, people feel like when I'm a government official or when I'm wearing that uniform, there's this kind of power that comes from them.
I have an ID card.
Exactly, or have an ID card or what
that shows my position.
That shows your position. You have that power and feel like
I can
do whatever I want and get away with it. And how would you, because you're trying to enforce law. This is something that is very simple. Why would you assault somebody when you're trying to enforce law?
Especially when we're already talking about protests all over the world. When people are talking about Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter,
we're talking about rape, we're talking about sexual abuse, we're talking about
violence.
Violence, thank you.
Against, that's why I said it's against people. I love the way some policemen attend to you. They tell you,
I think from reports,
"Madam, I'm sorry, but you are wrong. Would you listen? Madam, I'm sorry. Oh, sir, this what you did is wrong." And they patiently explain to you. But other ones just come to you and they're like, "Obey first." They just start pushing and they get all physical.
You know the way they make us feel in this country is like, you were just here in this country, you don't have rights. Because when you meet people, I'm telling you, first of all, I think we need to know our right as a citizen first, maybe as a woman or as a man or whatever it is. We need to know our right. Because you just meet someone as a policeman, and the fact that he's a policeman or he's a government official means that you can just talk down on me, you can just assault me. Like, I don't have the right to say anything. You are okay, fine, you are this, you are that. What have I done? I have the right to ask questions. I have the right to also interrogate you as much as you can interrogate me. So I really don't know where all this is coming from. You just meet someone and then you assault them.
You see,
just because you are.
It's just unfortunate the way our officials or things are being handled in this part of the world. You see, and according to that story, it's honestly, anybody can fall a victim. As much as we know that ignorance is no excuse, in law.
Yeah.
But the way this Lagos State and Ogun State, I remember when I was living in Alakuko. Once you drive into Alakuko,
and you turn to your right,
your left hand side is Lagos Ogun State.
And your
left hand side is Ogun State,
and the right is Lagos.
The right hand side is
Lagos.
So when you are on the main road, you are on the boundary. You can imagine. So with the lockdown things, I live in Egbado, and I come out. I live on Akera, which is Lagos State now, and I come out. Lagos State has relaxed the lockdown all through, and I come out of Akera believing that lockdown has been relaxed, and I cross over to Egbado to Egbado to do shopping, and I get arrested.
Yes, no, because
total
you are breaking the law.
So anybody could have just fallen a
Into that
victim.
law.
You know,
That's very
strongly,
possible.
I
Very
strongly feel that in situations like this, we need the officials at every levels, the lawman, the FRC, and the police officials, every of the official that are there to maintain law and order. You know, I think they need a lot of education. You know, I always talk about this, my pleasant DPO. You see, there was a day, the DPO of Olosun police station, you know, he exhibited a trait on a particular day.
Out the words, and all of
Where
it comes to
am I going to with the story? That, you know, they need to, those on top, those are the aim of affairs. Because, like I said, he as a person, the DPO of Olosun police station, he gave a strict instruction before sending out his people. So you as the one that has the authority, I feel that you have the duty to give distinct instruction, clear instruction when your people are going out, so that when they go there, they know how to conduct themselves and do the right thing. Of course, you're going out to meet. You wouldn't expect people to
be
oblige
obedient
or to
and oblige. Another interesting part of this story is the fact that if you take a look at that video again, the man's boss was right there in the compound. Now, at the point where he was trying to slap the woman, and he did the first 2 slaps, there was another official.
Kick, safe.
And kick. If we can take a look at the video again, there was another official that came around to hold him.
Exactly. I was calming him down.
And was saying, Madam, please, 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 please. But by the time they got to the head of that unit, who was standing afar off. I mean, take a look at it again, Omola. That's the man. You see? I've done it, you know. And he was walking, and the woman said, turn around, let people see your face. You see? That was the first slap. That was the first slap. You see the kick? You see the kick? He's an official of the Ogun State government, one of the local governments around here. And the next thing you would see is the fact that his boss was standing on top of that place. And he addressed the woman and said, he is the boss. I was asking myself the question, how come you didn't run down as a boss to say, stop what you're doing? As a matter of fact, defend the customer. Because as far as
he couldn't, for crying out loud, he couldn't have done more than what he has done, because we saw him clearly doing what he ought to do. He couldn't, for crying out loud, he wouldn't have gone into physical combat.
Of course not.
His subordinate.
Of course not.
He did what? He's a subordinate
that's
out
the guy
of,
who was trying as much as possible to, you know, calm him down.
He just went out of the lane. He just went out. He went overboard.
I can imagine.
He went overboard. But a good one. The Ogun State government has suspended all of them without pay until further notice, and I think they are investigating the matter. Because
that entire unit, it just showed me 2 things: wife beaters, violent men at home. You need to go back to
you are just who you are. There's nothing.
You are who you are.
You're very
and
correct.
Disrespect for the female gender.
So no,
that person is highly disrespectful.
If he can beat someone, a stranger outside, like someone you've never known before, if you can deal with her that way, how would you deal with somebody you know? Like, you can't expect me that this person, he doesn't beat his wife, he doesn't do. No. I won't take it.
It gets this violent with a total stranger whom he wants to collect 15,000 naira from. And you think he's not beating his wife?
The wife that has a tendency to provoke you every now and then.
Every day.
Thank you.
So every day.
In fact, a lot must be done. If the state is, government is investigating, they need to look. In fact, this kind of person,
they need to go back to his family and find out what exactly this man has been doing.
And he might not even be doing
he has been doing more of this.
And he has to be evaluated psychologically. Honestly,
yes.
I totally agree. Honestly, because you see, I've had an encounter with somebody that really is really violent, and the unfortunate part is that he doesn't even know he has a problem. He doesn't know. He doesn't realize that. He doesn't agree. Let me use the word agree. He doesn't agree to the fact that I have a problem that needs to be addressed.
Dealt
that
with.
I need help. I need probably a medical or
intervention
or
or something,
whatever
a
it is.
psychological
So
intervention.
This kind of people,
Then
they really need to be checked.
exactly, and I think it will boil down to the fact that even when government themselves, when they are recruiting, especially for sensitive positions like this, because I know that in some part of the world they would not just give you say do test or whatever. They test every part of your character, especially when it comes to maybe your yes, the one who
you're
knows
talking theory. We're in Nigeria.
No,
please
that's what
come
I'm
back
saying.
to Nigeria.
That's what I'm saying.
Come back.
But we need
Come
to
back to
start
Nigeria.
we need to start doing these things. If it's somebody that they know has
Honestly.
an anger issue,
Honestly.
it would
You
not
have
be in
no
the force.
business.
It would
Honestly.
Please
That
don't
was
even
just
this
a
is a
joke.
local government
That's
official.
what I'm saying. It would not be in that area. If you're going to be dealing with people, you would not
Anyone that has a hunger issue needs to be on the desk permanently.
You see,
The only thing you need to be
it's
simple. The only thing he needs to be fighting is his desk and his paper and his
his
Bible.
viral.
That's it.
Anyone
Honestly,
that has an, if you're going to take
anybody-
someone to field work,
Exactly.
you need to do psychological
Thank
evaluation
you.
first.
Exactly.
Irrespective
We
of their
don't do
years
that.
of service, irrespective of their years on the job, irrespective of their experience, if you're taking them into the street to deal with people and relate with other people, they need to be psychologically evaluated first. And this needs to be done on a regular basis because we're beginning to see this happen from time to time. You see with police, you see with government officials now. You need to now do
even
it.
the policemen at times you see them, some of them with guns, and you're like, you see the way they are reacting to things in public domain, and you just want to take your cover. Just gently take your cover before any.
And you know, another thing I'd like to say is, I don't know when it comes to, because I'd seen an incident very close to us here.